Hello everybody, Big 7 here, back for some more AFL SuperCoach content. I scored 22.43 this week, which was good. Moved up about 7,000 spots in the rankings, so sitting around 14-15k. Unfortunately, didn't get an intro up today. I normally would do those the day before, but unfortunately I had some stuff to deal with yesterday, so I didn't get the time to do an intro. But if I did get the time, it would be featuring Geordie Clark, because hallelujah, I've finally got a good score out of him. 119 on a week where 2,200 in a bye round is pretty good. Missing Sherry, who was out injured, but expecting to be back this week. Missing Sanders, missing Bond. Well, most will have Bond. Most will have Holmes as well. Yeah, it's a ripper score. Headlined by some premiums who, like, so I'll go through the trades first. Actually, I always forget to do that. But I used one trade in the end. I was tossing up between Euland and Blakey, and my lean pretty much towards for the whole week was Euland, so decided to go there. And he repaid the faith with a 114. So I brought him in for Sinclair. VCC, I toyed with the idea of going like a Whitfield or Ash vice captain with the Hawks matchup. But I thought that was just being overcomplicated, so the plan was to go Dacos into Sheasel, and in the end I take a 154. Never going to not take that unless maybe I was playing for a league or a cup matchup, but even then you got to have pretty big balls to do that. So took the 154, lose out about 21 points, but it was really a week where if you didn't nail a captain, then I don't know. I think you need to reevaluate your priorities in life and spend more time on SuperCoach, because Dacos 154, Butters 155, Sheasel 175. Surely most people had at least one of those vice captain or captain. So the Uber premiums scoring well, and then a few of my trade-ins are starting to cook as well. I brought Euland in for 114. Andros Brayshaw, 131, left a 140 on the table last week, so the buy seems to have done him some good. Patrick Cripps, he loves a bit of drama, always cooks after a coach sacking, and this year seems to be no different. So 119, I think that takes him up to 111 since Voss has been sacked, and Blues are looking good, so maybe Cripps can watch maths next year instead of needing the drama from a coach sacking to do well. But happy to have the criminal in the side. Rao finally got a decent score out of him, 116. Petrarca really down, 59. Feels like it's been a few down weeks for him since that blistering start to the year. 136 for the first three. Come back with a few hundreds, and then since the bye he's been poor. So not sure what's happened to Track there. Maybe, I don't know, he's decided he thought the grass was greener over at Gold Coast, and now looking back at things, maybe he would regret that move. I don't know. But, as a Melbourne fan, I'm hoping that this is a Deledio / Ryan Griffin gambit, where it's player leaves for supposedly greener pastures, and the team that they leave wins a flag, or in Richmond's case, starts a dynasty. But a long way to go. And even as a Melbourne fan, I doubt that's going to happen this year. But there is at least a bit of hope under Stephen King compared to Goodwin. Back to SuperCoach. Sam Cumming, 82. His cash is really going to come in handy. Whether that's going to be this week or next week, I'm unsure of. Let's take a look at the popular trade-ins and trade-outs. I think the volume of trades is going to be pretty low now, because I think most are going to be at a completed side. So Herbert, 99k, if you need I think pretty much any 99k player is you can make a case for. Herbert you can bring in. Fitzgerald you could bring in. I think I would slightly prefer Herbert over Fitzgerald if you had to pick one, but either is fine. If you need to bring in a 99k loophole that doesn't play for the year, that's fine as well. Nasiah, I spoke about him last week as a Sinclair replacement. He would be the top guy if you can get to him. I guess people would have held off on getting Nasiah last week, but yeah, very solid trade-in. Chad Warner, absolutely no for me. He actually scored well in a game that meant something, which is really rare for him, and he's put some good weeks together. I'll give him that, but yeah, his scoring is just so up and down, and I don't think he's going to average more than 100 for the rest of the year. So you're paying $490K for him. I don't know. I would rather go for others. Sam Durham, that was a great get. I think I paid $380 for him. When did I get him? No, it wasn't even. It was $360. I brought him in for $370. Maybe I brought him in for the Melbourne game. 90 and then 128. So yeah, Durham, very good value if you got him cheap, and yeah, happy to have him in the side. Holmes, if you need to finish off defence, absolutely go for it. I think I would prefer Holmes over Nass if you didn't have both and you needed to pick one of them. Horne-Francis, yeah, minor regrets about missing this now because I was keen, and I was talking about it in round 11. Yeah, he'll be juicy post-buy. Pumps out a 128 against Carlton, and then the masses get on, and I decide to fade for. To be fair, I got Thilthorpe in Durham, so. Or was that the week after? Yeah, that was the week after, but those two finished off the forward line, so it's not huge regrets, but Jason Horne-Francis is making his owners extremely horny, so. Fair play to him. I'm probably going to start him next year, I reckon, even if he's mid-only. It's just in that kind of age bracket and like archetype where he should be breaking out this year or next year, and this year had the interrupted preseason and had excuses. So if he breaks out throughout the back half of the year, I'm still picking him next year. There'll be a bit of value baked into his price, and yeah, he's looking the goods. So yeah, probably one I should have gone for, but not huge regrets. Bailey Smith can definitely bring him in, although the break-even is 153, so could potentially wait on him if you're tight for cash, but really you should just be finishing the side or being very close to it this week. So if you have to overpay for a player that you like, then go ahead and do it. Like if you do like the Chad, then go and bring him in by all means, but yeah, I guess it's really team dependent, and yeah, I'm not a Chad fan, but yeah, Bailey Smith, I think he's fine to bring in at 600. Max Gawn, 620K, probably a little bit of an overpay, I reckon, but again, if you need to fill up that ruck spot, you've got the cash to do it, then go for it. And then Wilkie is a bit of value at 450K, so that's good. Anyone else in the top 1%? Yeah, Rowan Marshall. So Tom De Koning, it seems like he's going to be out for a minimum of a month. Let's take a look. Have they actually put a timeline on there? TBC as of last week. What about official site? Yeah, that's today. Yeah, still TBC. So he's been discharged. We're going to miss at least a month with, I think it was punctured lung and ribs. I would expect him to be out for the season, to be honest. Or maybe he comes back in the final couple of rounds. But either way, I think that gives Rowan Marshall a really good runway. This is a player that he always seems to, I never start him, but he tends to find a way into my side, and I think this year is going to be no different. So last year he averaged 105 as sole ruck, couple 110 seasons before that. And yeah, I brought him in last year, I think it was before this West Coast game, and yeah, throughout the back end of the year, I think he went like 110. So if you need a forward to finish off the side, then I think Rowan Marshall is the guy. I don't think I would be confident enough to like put him in the ruck slot and like miss out on like a Grundy Gawn Jackson, but and if you're skint for cash, then maybe that's what you have to do. But I'm very keen on this Marshall pick. Granted, the break even is 115, and he's not on the injury list, so that's good. So yeah, I think I saw that he was a test, but just said there that he was cleared of his shoulder injury. So yeah, I like this Marshall pick. Could wait a week with the 115 break even, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Rowan. Artemis, if he plays, then sure. Or even if you just want someone that's going to be a loophole for a couple of weeks and then plays, I think he's very close to selection. Durham, liked him at 370k. I think he's still good at 420k. And yeah, so I guess that's the main difference between the like all coaches and the top coaches. They've identified the value in Rowan Marshall, and that's likely to be the way I was going. So I was thinking, like, going into the week. So let's optimize the side first, actually. Oh, it's so good to, like, see all the premiums on field. 5 weeks of buys was too much, but I don't know. It felt better than like 4 weeks of buys, though. Like, because there were more games throughout the week, so it wasn't the worst. But yeah, it's so good to see the team in all its glory. So as things stand, there's one spot left to upgrade, and that is Sam Cumming. What my plan was going into the week is trying to hold on to 4 trades and finish the side. And so what I was thinking was getting Cumming out, and I could either bring someone in this week. I was looking at someone like Will Ashcroft, but he had a monster game, and he's priced out this week for me, and I'm not too upset about it. But yeah, the original plan was probably waiting for Ed Richards to come down in price, because Cumming, I think the break even is in 20s. It's exactly 20, so he's probably got another like 20 to 30k rise in him this week, and then the plan was to trade him out to Richards next week, and then he's got the 163 break even, probably gets tagged, but the draw opens up after Sydney tag, so he gets West Coast and then Gold Coast and then Richmond. Oh, that's a really juicy fixture run, and I still might end up going down that path, because yeah, that is very juicy. The other plan I was thinking about doing was instead of waiting a week, then I could do something like Cumming and Anderson to like a Uber Premium, like Heaney and a 99k rookie, so someone like a Herbert. So that was an option for me as well. And then I saw the value in Marshall, and who do I think scores more over the course of the season, the rest of the season? Is it Richards or is it Marshall? And I think it's Richards, but not by much. Maybe by like 2 or 3 points a game, maybe like 30, 40 points over the course of the season. So I was thinking I can just get Marshall this week, and I can afford him using Anderson as well. So Anderson to Marshall, because I banked 180k last week. I can get that done with 4 and a bit K spare. It finishes the side. 4 trades in the bank, and it also gives me a path to a 24th premium. And so if I go, so I guess it's Cumming and Hall Kahan. If both of them make 50k, why did I close that? So at the moment, going all Adam's magic and getting the calculator out, but 314 plus 227 minus 99. So at the moment, if I cash those two out, it's 440k to spend on a premium. But I could wait, like, if Hawker Hahn can go, if they can both go their break evens or their projected this week, so coming 74, Hawker Hahn 68, maybe a tad optimistic for both, but they make 60k. That gets me to 502, and then we see what Richards does this week. Because he's got the 163 break even, so if he goes 112, then loses 20k, so it loses 22. So it's minus 519 plus 22. And there's a world where I can just get that 24th premium in next week, get a Richards for that soft fixture run, and we're looking pretty good after that. So it would mean, 24 premiums. I can loophole like a Sanders and Thilthorpe every week. And I don't know if it's too ambitious or not. It only takes like bad Cumming or Hawker Hahn score and then potentially miss out on Richards. But I think this is probably the way I'm going to go. So this week it means that I'm playing a forward premium in midfield. So Cumming goes to the bench. So it'd be something like this. And then next week I think I can do Hawker Hahn and Cumming to Richardson and 99k, but it's going to look very tight. It also takes me down to 2 trades, and I could also just hold on to the trades and decide to keep the Hawker Hahn and come and cover, and they cover any injuries. So, and I guess the other thing is if I get Richards and Hawker Hahn, then I can get Artemis as well. So Artemis in defence and then Richards in midfield. It means that any forwards or midfielders that are out or ruckman, they can be covered by the 24th premium, but the defenders, if any of them are out, then I would have to use Artemis as cover. So that's what I'm weighing up at the moment, but I think this is probably my right path for going. Either way, I'm happy enough with the Marshall pick this week. He's just someone that whenever I bring him in, he always seems to do well. I think he did 110 over the back end of last year, and I don't see any reason why he can't do like 100 to 105 this year. So I haven't looked at the fixtures actually, but I mean Essendon are ruck killers. I guess the other consideration, I was thinking I could just wait a week on Marshall as well and see if he falls, but he could also just make money this week. Richmond matchup later on. Gold Coast have been easy. Geelong I don't think have been too bad, although Jackson tore them apart, but they held Grundy, but Grundy has been dealing with stuff, so this could be an easy matchup. Porter playing the 2 rucks. Not sure how things are going there. Even still, though, it's not a bad run. Although, I don't think it matters too much, though. I think Marshall will score fine regardless. So I think that's the direction I'm going to go. Get Marshall in this week from Anderson. Next week, potentially getting Richards. I really want him for that soft fixture run. If I go back to it, you could have a stinker this week against Sydney, but West Coast, Gold Coast, Richmond, Freo will be a bit tougher. North, I think, have given up some big midfield scores, as of Melbourne, and Carlton, I think, are probably like slightly below average as a matchup. So I think that's the direction I want to go. Get Richards in as the 24th, and we'll commit to fading Bailey Smith, Heaney, Nasiah, unless someone gets injured and like it's a straight swap. But I think we'll cope. Horn Francis as well. That'll be an annoying fade, but cash is a bit tight, so I feel like I've done okay on the cash gen front. Let's take a look at some leagues actually. 31 of 51 in that is not great. Geez, a few in the top couple of hundred now. Blue balls there coming on the grill, give me more. The group is doing really well. So fair play to everyone there. So yeah, they're all around 13.3 to 13.5. So I'm sitting 13.1. So it's not. And I've been holding 180k. So I guess it's probably not too bad of a position to be in. I think that's the way I'm going to go. Fade some of the top price players, go down to 2 trades, have a 24th, and hit cruise control after that. So, that is my plan. Vice captain, captain, we've actually got a full array of players. I'll be able to use Henry or Banfield as loophole, so actually I'll be able to do... Philthorpe plays West Coast. I'm probably okay fielding that. Yeah, Sanders, I might loophole him. See what he does. And then Sheasel plays late. And Banfield plays late. So putting Sheasel in midfield means that I can see who scores the highest out of Cumming and Sanders. And whoever scores the highest, I put the loophole on that line. And whoever scores the lowest, I put the loophole on that line. So if Sanders scores more than Cumming, then I keep the team as is. And if Cumming scores more than Sanders, then I swap Sheasel and Banfield around because they both play later. So that is good. Defense, can I loop? I guess I can see what Hawker Hahn does and take him over Jordan Clark. But probably has to be like 95, I guess. Do I get baited by Jordan Clark? Now he's put one good score together. I don't know. But and that would also rely on Perez getting dropped as well. But I think there's a reasonable chance of that happening. So we'll see if I'm able to loop. But if not, then it isn't the end of the world. Vice captain and captain. Don't think I want anything from that first game. I think Jordan probably goes to Richards. So Bont Vice, I think, is okay, but probably will be able to find better here. Double header again on a Friday night. I wish those had been phased out. I don't know if the balls will go with Philthorpe against West Coast, but if you had Dawson, then he's a very solid option. Hawthorn Melbourne wouldn't go there. GWS and Fremantle. Jackson could be good. Yeah, I think Jackson probably is a standout. I feel like, have they played GWS this year? Not this year, but he went 143 against them last year. So, Jackson, he's probably pretty matchup proof, to be honest, but GWS matchup's probably a bit more juicy than most. So, yeah, I think Jackson's probably the VC. Dacos could be captain against Gold Coast, whose midfield has been getting towed. Cripps against Richmond doesn't have the ceiling, I don't think. Haven't seen Cripps go over like 150 for like a few years. So I did look at that when I brought him in, but if there is a time for him to do it, it's this week now that I've doubted him, and he definitely won't do it. So, don't go 150 Cripps. This isn't reverse psychology. Don't prove me wrong. Sheasel and Butters both would be fine, and Essendon St Kilda. Nasiah, will Essendon tag them? I'm not sure. So I'm probably a bit less keen to put the captaincy on Nasiah if you had him anyway. I think he's more of a VC because floor can be low. So it's going to be Jackson. I didn't think about Grundy, but I don't think I want to at the moment in this run of form. So it's going to be Jackson, and then it's going to be someone after Jackson because I'd rather VC the player that I think is going to score the highest this week. So rather than get baited by like a 130, 140 and watch Jackson do 180. So vice captain will be Jackson, and then I think the captain maybe Dacos, maybe Butters. Butters, could he get some Finn O'Sullivan run with? I don't know. And then, yeah, this Cheezel form is actually incredible as well. 142, 153, 175, albeit against lesser opponents, but it's still great form. And Port could have a letdown game after the showdown. So I think I'm just going to go Dacos, but yeah, Sheasel, 121 average or 122 average for the year. He's been smashing it recently, so I think it's going to be Jackson Dacos, but I'll see how I feel on the Saturday, whether I want to go Dacos or one of Sheasel or Butters, and that's assuming that Jackson doesn't deliver as the vice captain. So that's it from me. Yeah, that wraps things up. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you for the next video.